Welcome to the hottest movie review on the internet today, the A-List Review. I'm your host, the Game Changer, Wes Troop. And this week I've got 4 big reviews for you. 3 films that are in theaters. We are going to start with the new holiday. It's supposed to be a comedy, but spoiler alert, it's not. It's more of a drama. It's I Love the Coopers. The drama based on true events, The 33. As well, I finally got a chance to check out the cooking movie. We're going to heat it up in the kitchen with Bradley Cooper and Burnt. And this week's random review was a film that I actually saw for the first time. I watched it on Halloween, The Exorcist. Yeah. So let's kick off the show this week with the latest holiday film to hit theaters. It's the first of this year's, at least. Here's my review of Love the Coopers. Members of the Cooper family get ready to gather for another Christmas together. Unfortunately, this year, almost every person in the family is having problems or involved in some kind of drama. Almost no one is happy for the yearly Christmas dinner, but maybe some kind of Christmas miracle can help them with the troubles and get along again. So what did I think of Love the Coopers? I thought it's a ho-ho-hum holiday dramedy. Get it? The film is marketed as a comedy in the previews, which is pretty misleading. There are a few funny moments, which are mostly in the previews, but I was surprised at how sad and sometimes even depressing the film can be. Some of the topics included are unemployment, belittling each other's political beliefs, jealousy, the death of a child in the past, and of course, divorce and falling out of love. Even with these surprises thrown in, you can pretty much figure out how everything will end up. There's also a lot of fighting between the family members over things from the past and problems they have with each other once they get together. There are also some odd images and film clips that come out of nowhere thrown in as well. Some of the characters in the film are easier to root for than others, too. The ensemble cast do give good performances, starring John Goodman and Diane Keaton as Sam and Charlotte, the mother and father of the family who are actually preparing to split up after one last Christmas dinner together, Olivia Wilde as Eleanor, their daughter who meets a soldier in the airport and talks him into pretending to be her boyfriend so she doesn't have to disappoint her parents again, Ed Helms as Hank, Sam and Charlotte's son going through a divorce and trying to find a new job, Marissa Tomei as Emma, Charlotte's sister who gets arrested for shoplifting, Alan Arkin as Bucky, Charlotte and Emma's dad, Amanda Seyfried as Ruby, Bucky's friend who's a waitress at a diner and is planning to move and start a new beginning, June Squibb as Aunt Fishy, Sam's aunt who's visiting from the nursing home, and Anthony Mackie as Officer Williams, the cop who opens up to Emma about his life while taking her to the big house. The family dog, Rags, also has a fun and interesting role in the film. Love the Coopers is hit and miss, and sometimes feels like going to the family dinner that you dread. I'm going to give it the rating of meh. You know, I like some of it I did not. It's okay. Alright, the next film is a drama based on true events that happened back in 2010. Here's my review of The 33. Based on the true events from 2010, the film follows a group of 33 miners in Chile who end up trapped after the mine collapses. They have only 3 days worth of food for all of them, so they ration the food enough for 18 days. While this is going on, the Chilean government is working on trying to drill the group out. They make contact soon after they run out of food and can give them nourishment and other items through a tube. The government officials rack their brain on how they will rescue the miners when almost all of their drills are broken. So what did I think of 33? I thought it's a formulaic drama. Being it only took place 5 years ago, most of us should remember the story and what the outcome was. The first part of the film is exciting with the collapse of the mine, and the finale is uplifting to see the miners come back to their families. Spoiler alert. Already knowing the ending makes us more interested in what happens in between. This section becomes hit and miss. It has a strong message of hope and survival, but some of the fighting between the miners, dream sequences, and long speeches make it feel cliched. There's also the fact that out of the 33 men, only about 7 get screen time and the rest are just in the background. Above the mine are the families who should be shown as worried, but some overplay things and it becomes melodramatic. Antonio Banderas stars as Super Mario Sepulveda. I'm sure I ruined that one, but oh well. The leader and face of the group who made daily videos to show the public they were okay, and also was in charge of dividing the food for the first few weeks. Lou Diamond Phillips as Luis Urzua, the shift foreman who knew something was amiss in the mine and is quick to lose faith they will be found. Mario Casas as Alex Vega, a young miner with a child on the way. Juan Pablo Raba as Dario, a miner who holds a grudge against his sister. Juliette Binochet as Maria, Dario's sister, who is the head protester at the mines. And Rodrigo Santro as Minister Lawrence Goulburn, the Minister of Mining in Chile. The 33 has its heart in the right place, but feels better suited as a Lifetime movie than a big screen release. I'm going to give it the rating of meh, much like the Coopers. There was some stuff I liked, some stuff I didn't. It was just okay. Alright, and this came out a couple weeks ago, but I finally just got the chance to catch it. This is like I said, we're going to heat things up. This is the Bradley Cooper film, Burnt. An up-and-coming popular chef is in a rut. He was running the most successful restaurant in Paris, but ended up getting involved with drugs and broke up a relationship with his mentor's daughter. The chef is now 2 years sober and prepares to run a restaurant in a hotel owned by the father of an old pal. He vows to get a 3-star rating from the Michelin Red Guide, the highest honor for the book proving that you're the best of the best. The chef has some troubles in the kitchen and realizes it may take some hard work to get to that rating. So what did I think of Burnt? I thought it's a fairish drama. Many others have classified this film in the comedy genre along with drama, but there really aren't many funny parts, only a few slight chuckles here and there. In honor of shows like Hell's Kitchen, we see the chef berate his employees, scream in their faces, and even place his hands on one. Are people like this in real life kitchens, or is this just for entertainment value? It makes me wonder. I know I'd love to go to work and get reamed out all day long. While preparing for the inspectors, the chef encounters a few drug dealers from his past and is on a journey of redemption along the way. The problem is, he's not an easy character to root for. I don't think he even smiles until 20 minutes before the movie ends. The story is about as predictable as it gets, too, with all the cliches falling right into place. You can check them off on your scorecard. Bradley Cooper does give a commendable performance as Adam Jones, the once big-time chef who's down on his luck but wants to rejuvenate his career with a new restaurant. Also in the cast, Sienna Miller as Helene, the sous chef at the restaurant and single mom who clashes with Adam at first, but then takes a little bit of a liking to him. Ooh. Daniel Bruhl as Tony, Adam's friend and maitre d' of the restaurant. Emma Thompson as Dr. Ross Heidel, Adam's therapist, and Uma Thurman as Simone, a food critic who slept with Adam in the past, even though she's a lesbian. Been there, done that. Not slept with Bradley Cooper, but no, never mind. Alright, Burnt hits a few sweet spots now and then, but feels like there's still a few missing ingredients. I'm gonna give it the rating of Meh. Wow, it's a meh week this week. It's just okay. 3 mehs in a row. 3 mehs on a microphone. Alright, and finally this week we got an actual random review that's actually pretty good. Well, the last couple weeks it's been pretty good. It hasn't been crappy. Don't worry, because if you're into crappy reviews, I got some crappy random reviews coming up the next few weeks. Well, some. But anyway, alright, this is a film that scares the living crap out of certain people. I don't blame them. Here's my review of The Exorcist. A young girl is suffering from some odd symptoms while she is feeling ill. Her mother takes her to different doctors and no one really has a good answer to what's going on. Soon it becomes clear that the girl has been possessed by a demon. Her mother gets in contact with a priest who sees it's necessary to call in an expert to perform an exorcism on the child. So what did I think of The Exorcist? I thought it's a terrifying horror drama. Today I feel there is an oversaturation of demon or possession movies in the genre, but this was one of the first and still the best in the market. The film came out in 1973, and going back to that time, I can see how it scared the living crap out of people and scared them out of their wits and made them vow to never watch it again. While I've seen a lot of horror elements over the years, this is certainly still creepy and chilling. From the young girl cursing like a sailor, crawling down the stairs like a spider, and of course turning her head and tossing her cookies on the priest, it's pretty frightening stuff. It also feels more like it's something that could actually happen to you, unlike some other horror films. You know, not that I'm saying leprechauns aren't real, but you know. It does have a slow beginning, which gives us a backstory on the priests and how the demon was released. I probably would have edited down those scenes a bit, but it still works fine. The cast stars Linda Blair as Reagan Mitchell, the girl who gets possessed by a nasty demon. Ellen Burstyn as Chris, Reagan's mother, who's an actress and is desperate to get her daughter back to normal. Jason Miller as Father Damien Karras, the priest going through tough times of his own. Chris calls to help his daughter. Max von Sydow as Father Marin, a fellow priest who's dealt with exorcisms before and is brought to exorcise the demon in Reagan. And Lee J. Cobb as Lieutenant Kinderman, a detective suspicious of what's going on in the family's house. Still giving new generations of viewers nightmares today, The Exorcist is certainly a movie horror fans should seek out. I'm going to give it the rating of A-list approved. That's right, we killed that meh week. I'm going to give it the A-list seal of approval. Alright, well that's all the time for this week. I'll be back next week with my reviews of The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. It all ends here, baby. As well as The Night Before, starring Seth Rogen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Anthony Mackie once again. The Secret in Their Eyes is supposed to come out this next week. I don't know if I'll get it here. If I get it, I'll be seeing it, and I'll let you know what I thought. If not, oh well. As well as a Thanksgiving special random review. So it's not that random, but it still is. I don't know. You'll come back and see. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe right here on YouTube. youtube.com/westside515. You can like the Facebook page, facebook.com/westtroupealist. Follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WesAlist. And of course, you can buy my book, the A-List Review 2014 Movie Review Yearbook. And soon, the 2015 Movie Review Yearbook is coming, baby. Until next time, Troop out.